Hey, love and life from the realm. It's your host, aka Abdul-Jabbar, bringing you guys another episode of Just Saying Podcast. Happy Saturday morning, man. How you all doing? I'm doing great, feeling empowered, positive, and energetic today. Shout out to my brothers Eli Soul and my brother Jalahi, man. You guys have really motivated me to come back and at least put some content on my YouTube again to get this trend going, being more consistent. I don't have any excuse for why I've been going, man. You know, I've been doing live videos these past few days actually on Instagram and Facebook. So you guys will get those credentials in the YouTube video. I'll drop it down there in the description. But today's episode or today's topic is going to be me kind of explaining the journey of fatherhood for me. So I know we all live different lives, have different paths, whatever. But what I really want to do with this video is create kind of like a mini series of just the journey to fatherhood. I don't know if it's going to be something that I document like after the baby is here, you know, throughout her life. Maybe that'd be something interesting to do. But right now, I just really want to document some things that I am learning personally that I could use and output to you all, to someone who is maybe a young father or also a father to be. So this is really just to see my growth from beginning to end. It doesn't never end, but I think I just mean from now until the baby's delivery. So let's get right into it, man. The Journey to Fatherhood Part 1. I hope this video really gets to some of the other fathers out there who are still learning. You might already have your kids, and maybe some things that I say might be something new to you, or you know, you guys can always relay information to me. So let's get right into it. So off the rip, I just want to say how excited I am to be a dad. Like, I've always wanted kids. I've always wanted a lot of kids, you know, but it's a blessing to be able to use everything that I've learned and everything that I know to be able to be that teacher, that provider, the structure holder, if you know what I mean, because that's kind of the role of a father. I feel like, from what I was raised on, and to me, it's not just fatherhood. I like to add the word spiritual fatherhood to it, because I'm a spiritual guy, you know. Frequencies and vibes mean a lot to me. Not that that's all that comes with spirituality, but it's also an understanding and wanting to learn more and to teach when you can. Doug says you have to teach what's been taught to you, and I agree with that 100%. That's exactly what being a father is teach what's being taught to you, not using old patterns or behaviors on the way you were raised, but also finding things that are new, and you know, trying out things that work for you, experimenting with you know, love and authority and all of those sorts of things that comes with being a father. I don't know, because I'm not a father yet. I'm just listing a couple of things. So you know, again, I'm super excited. I'm very grateful for my woman to be able to be strong enough through this whole entire journey. I understand that it's not easy. I will never understand exactly what the process is like or what they go through emotionally, being a woman carrying a baby. There's a lot of physical and mental changes that go on. So, you know, I just want to add that in there quick too, that I'm very appreciative of the woman, the queen that I have, that is strong enough to sustain and provide this life for not just me, but for us. Fatherhood to me is symbolic, because we are able to be those symbols of love, assertion, logic, accountability, leadership, listening skills. So those are all things, just a few things that come with being a father, I would feel like, from what I see as just surface level. You know, everybody has their own way of, or definition of, really what it is. And I'll soon later probably change my definition as I go through the journey, and as I'm, you know, doing those things that I listed. There's definitely going to be more things on that list, or you know, there might be some things that come off the list. But we generally know that as men, fatherhood is the most important moment or chapter in our lives, because that's one of the very few things that never ends. It never ends. You never stop loving or caring for your child, just like you never stop growing, you never stop learning, you never stop doing, unless you're a fucking vegetable. I don't know, but fatherhood brings out the consistency in men. It brings out the consistency in men, because that's really the prime time to show what we've been taught. It's the prime time to begin to understand how a younger mind thinks, or understand some of the things that we were even doing as a child. Understand some patterns that we were raised upon, being taught, or even just seeing. So that's something that's huge for me, is really just trying to gain an understanding of everything. Because there are lots of fathers, lots of parents out here. They're gonna give information and knowledge that is either gonna be beneficial, or some shit that you just don't want to hear, which is fine. That's exactly what you do with information anyway. See how you can utilize it and turn it into knowledge. Shout out my bro Jalahi. That's something that I've been learning as well, is that there's a lot of information being handed down. And I'm not saying that I'm overwhelmed with it, but I feel like, okay, this is all cool. These are all things to think about. But deep down, I know that I'm only going to learn to do more based off of the things that are happening to me personally. Only me and my woman knows what's going to work for us as being parents, as being lovers, leaders, etc. All the things that I named before. So I'm not saying that people give you useless shit. Sometimes it might be, which is perfectly fine. People are just genuinely trying to help, which is another thing I appreciate greatly, is anybody that has taken the time to tell you, like, hey, this is something that, I learned in the journey of parenthood or fatherhood. This is something that worked for me in this moment of fatherhood. As a man, and specifically as a black man, fatherhood is very important to me, because I have to make sure that I am there and I am around for my child's spiritual growth. Again, I'm the teacher, I'm the leader. I'm the one that brings the reasoning, the logic, and assertion. So it's very important for me to be there during my child's spiritual growth and development, because that is truly what makes you a father. Not, let's not get too caught up in the relationship between the mother and the father, which is also very important. I'm not saying that, but what comes before that is the impression that you have on your child, and also the growth and development that you are there for. So, mother and father relationships are extremely important to a child's growth and development. I feel like personally, sometimes things happen, parents don't see eye to eye, or anything happens. I understand that. So I don't mean to say like you have to be with your woman, force it. If it's not genuine and it's not healthy to the child's growth and development, sometimes it's best to just go separate ways. I don't know. I'm not in that position. So it's, again, let me get back to my point. It's important for me to be here during my child's growth and development, because I am the one that initiated the spiritual process of having a child, or creating that life to be here to exist. It takes two to have kids, people. So that's one of the many reasons it's important for me to stick around. I'm the one that brought you here. What type of sucker or bozo would I be to bring you here and to not be around during your times of growth and development, especially as a child? The most dire years are the first 16 years, I feel like. And I'm not saying men bail out after 16, shit like that. I'm saying those are the moments you are most influential and impactful to a child. Being a new father really gets me excited to have another mission another mission to make sure that my child, my seed, understands and learns and even gets to the source of happiness, love, fulfillment, peace, all of those things. Basically every, things that I teach on the podcast to you guys who are not my children or family, I just put it out to be that teacher. And that's a skill that I think that I've really grown to be comfortable with, is being the teacher and being the speaker, learning when to talk into the positive, learning to talk into the happiness and fulfillment like I just listed. So it's almost like it's not almost, it is a spiritual fatherhood for me, because this is my time to shine. This is the time for me to put everything that I know, everything that I've learned on the table. No, I don't want to say I'm forcing the spiritual life onto my daughter or anything like that. But with leading by example, with being influential, it can be very easy for her to develop into that lifestyle. Because soon she'll get to a point to where she has to understand what works for her. Let's not get the whole spiritual father thing mixed up with like me saying that I'm not gonna be there or be with my woman. I don't think I've implied that, but like an example of spiritual father, it could be anybody. Anybody that has that father figure, anybody you look up to, admire, things like that. But it's different for me. I can tell you right now, I will never not want my child, any of my children, unless they're not mine. So, I do everything that I can to make a family work for me, my daughter, and my woman. But, as far as the relationship with a woman goes, you both have to want the same thing. And we do. This is something that we talk about all the time. And I was here. Now it's upon us. We've manifested it, had raw sex, and now she's pregnant, get ready to have a baby. Which is, I don't mean to put it like so cryptic like that, but I'm saying that, it's something that we wanted. Was it planned? Absolutely not. But the plan to be a parent was still there. So I think that's why it makes us both very ecstatic and very comfortable. We individually have our things that we're nervous about. Like, I'm sure she's nervous that she's getting ready to push a fucking baby out of her body. But, I have to understand that too. I said in the beginning of the video, there are things that women go through that men will truly not understand. So, let me appreciate my woman some more. I truly appreciate her for carrying this seed, this new life of ours. I appreciate her for helping me find my why. I'm not saying I never had one before expecting to be a dad, but the why is now much clearer now, because there's now somebody that is gonna be watching me and somebody that I'm gonna have to take care of. So that's a pattern and a habit. I don't want to say a habit, just a pattern that I really want to break out of personally. Is just that is being there for my child, being loving. I feel like I keep saying this, but I want to let you guys know that how important that is. That you always have to show love to your child, because they didn't ask to be here. Okay, you made that decision to continue to be intimate, unprotected. I don't think having a baby is a bad thing, or is like, oh yeah, you should have been. No, it happens. And I've always wanted to have a seed here to pass things down to, not in like pick up where I left off and take, not in such an aggressive way, you know what I mean? I'm sure it's every parent's dream to have their child pick up where they left off. But I mean, as far as controlling, I want my baby girl to be as free as she possibly can. She's gonna be so intelligent. She's gonna be so caring, so loving. So I'm really excited. I was gonna do a DBZ comparison, but we know that Goku is my favorite, and Goku is not really the best father figure. So shout out to all the father figures in the Dragon Ball universe. Piccolo, who raised Gohan, trained him to be the ultimate fighter that he is. Gohan himself later came to be a parent, and him and Videl had a daughter named Pan. Vegeta, okay, always pushed his son to the limit. He was there. He said, look, I'm the Prince of Saiyans. I'm gonna show you the smoke, okay? Speaking of smoke, that's part of parenthood, okay? You got to take all the smoke that comes with it. Shout out brother Jimmy, man. I want all the smoke, cause I know what the smoke gonna make me a better goddamn father. But look, guys, that's all I got today. Not too much Dragon Ball stuff. I will amplify it or imply it. I keep saying amplify instead of imply. I will imply it in the next episode. Really today, I just wanted to cover the new Journey to Fatherhood, Journey of Fatherhood mini docu-series. You know, I'm going to be a lot more active with that because that's a really great idea to document my path and my growth. Also with my family's growth, you know. So maybe the podcast will start becoming the vlog. You know, maybe I just love my life so fucking much that I put it out here for y'all to see. Or maybe not, you know. So, hey, love and light to everybody. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, like the video, share it. Shout out to all the supporters. I'm gonna do a topic on that next. Fucking support, because motherfuckers are getting real strange around here lately. All right, not that I'm gonna be calling nobody out. It's just something that I've been seeing for quite a while, and I'm done being quiet about it. So we gonna save that. I'm still gonna. It's not gonna be only a fatherhood docu-series now. I'm going to be still talking about other things as well. Docu-series, the fatherhood thing is just gonna be these quick videos. So again, love and light to all the Saiyans, man. Everybody have a good weekend. Have a good Saturday, Sunday. Do all the things that you love to do. Stay safe during the quarantine. Fuck the government. Fuck Bill Gates. Dr. Fauci, Dr. Shiva. Who else? Fuck the HHS. Fuck the AMA, CDC, WHO. It's your boy AK Abdul-Jabbar, and I'm just saying. See ya. Peace.